wrote the foreword, but I'm sure you're part of the process of writing the book and creating that. What was that? What was that like for you?
Well, I can't really take credit for that. I will tell you the way the process was. My dad is was was he doesn't really have to be anymore, so I can't say that he is now, but um when he was working at whatever job, he was very, very meticulous about record keeping. So throughout his whole career, he would keep um, a day planner calendar, one of
Mhm.
those, not like a refillable one, but like every year you get a new one with the vinyl cover. Um, and he kept one of those every year. And for every single day,
Wow.
he kept meticulous notes on where he was, like just all the information, all the details. So he had boxes of these day planners. And um when he talked, the talk was about writing a book, and at first he was kind of like, well, like, and then thought more about it and was kind of talked into like, this is a good idea. And then they realized, and he of course wrote it with Scott Teal.
Yeah.
um this is like all of the all of the factual information, the
Mhm.
who, what, where, is
Yeah.
literally here. Like,
Yeah.
it's all here. You don't have to try to remember. You don't have to try to like mine the information online and cross reference, and it's here. So you just have to fill in everything else, which of course,
Yeah.
and then put all of the stuff that Scott can do to make it, put it into like a story.
Right.
And that's how that evolved. And then a gentleman, Philip Varial, whose name is also on the cover, because he lent another very important factor to the completion of the book, which was he would get the chapters as they were completed, and he was more of a fan, and then he would say, well, during this time, this is when whatever, like some big, other, like some big thing
Yeah.
happened. And then it was like, oh, yes. And then, that would fill in and add even more like color, if you will, to the
Yeah.
book. And
Yeah.
then as the chapters were finished, Scott would email them to me. And my role was really just, I just reviewed the chapters as they were finished. And if there was anything that I remembered differently, or sort of like, um, with the, especially with the later chapters, if there were things that I also remembered that was like, oh, well, what
Mhm.
about this or this, whatever, then because the book only goes up, I mean, it was written in 2005, which is hard to believe is going to be 20 years ago. But
Yeah.
so that was kind of my role.